Super thanks, shout outs go to VDVCRC. Definitely appreciate the support of the channel. Then we have at Andrew Magro 7703, supporting many videos. I definitely appreciate it. And then we have Jeremy Stewart 1785, supporting many videos. And we have at Jeremy Stewart 1785, like I said, supports many videos, along with at Michael Van Kurt 3576. Appreciate you guys' super thanks on all the videos. Now on to today's video. So I'm getting ready to film this guy. What I noticed is when I put just the washer, flat washer, and get rid of the beveled, the bevel is not locking in there no more. So, and it's raising up the body, so it makes it a lot easier for the body to come on and off. But I'm gonna take it to the dirt now. I'm just gonna get this part filmed out of the way, and I'll do it with these washers, these 1/4-inch washers, and then these number 83 O-rings. Are the O-rings I used. I don't even know if it's going to need the O-rings, but we'll see. I'll try it both ways. All right, welcome back. So today I got some washers, got some O-rings, the O-rings are 1/2-inch OD 5/16 ID by 3/32. With 1/4-inch washers. So I believe just the washers are needed to stop this from sticking, because just adding the washers to it, this part comes on and off a lot easier. And these washers fit on snugly. It's not like you have to drill them or anything. They just push on to the plastic, and that's going to get rid of the beveled. The beveled is what's locking in here, and I think sand's getting underneath it, and it's locking the bevel into the hole, causing it to stick. Even the minor sticks. Now, longevity, when you're running it for 30-40 minutes, you're getting sand in there, the bevel's crushing it, making a fine powder, and it just, over the course of the whole run, it keeps dropping this powder in there. And because the rock is getting crushed by the bevel, and it's locking up the hole. So even if you drill a hole, all that's going to do is take this bevel part and stick the bevel farther into the hole, and then it's going to stick even worse. So by eliminating the bevel, and this should have been a flat area just to cover this, I think that's really gonna fix the issue. So as you see, if you open up that hole, the post, the bevel, is not very big. So what's going to happen is when you drop it in, it's going to drop down even farther, and then the post going to the outside to the body is now going to be on the chassis. Or the bevel's going to go in the hole even farther and create it a locking or sticking condition. That's what I'm talking about. But we got a couple of choices. I did notice if I take this and I leave the washer on there, and I go ahead and stick these O-rings in here, and I tried just the O-rings too, but it tends to stick even worse with just the O-ring. But if I put the O-ring in and do this, every now and then I get it sticking a little bit. But basically $5 at Home Depot, and hopefully no drilling, no cutting, no tools required. Hopefully this will fix it, but we'll find out. because I got still battery packs charged up. Then I'm going to put the body on and we're going to do a full rip and see if it sticks. Hopefully I don't have to hammer this off anymore, but we'll find out. The only way to truly know is to test the stuff. Also, by adding the washer and the O-ring, it's lifting this up a little bit so it's not sitting so deep inside these holes. And I believe that's another issue, is it's sitting so far down into this hole that it's creating a couple of issues. So hopefully this solves everything, but we'll see. This will also, when we put the body on and we clamp it down, it's going to make this seal up tighter, because now it's pressing against the body. It's not just sitting there flapping so much. It's still going to flap because you're going to hit stuff, you're going to roll over, you're going to have that kind of stuff. But we'll see if it actually locks in like it did before. So let's get to the track and see what happens. All right, back at the park, drifting right, still drifting a little right. Somewhat straight, but we're up here. I did decide to put the body on just because I'm going to go ahead and bash it the full session to see if I have to hammer off this body again. You have to make a change and test it. It's the only way to know if your change is going to work. Which that means run a couple battery packs through it and go to the same spot that you had the issue with. I am a little concerned about the steering design on this RC with the way they low cut the chassis. So you can see what I'm talking about, because stuff it's literally like it's designed to take dirt and rocks in now, where before it had the chassis covering it and it would hold the rocks in, and then you'd have to take the body off. Now you can leave the body on and just shake it or hit the brakes a couple times and the debris will go out. But that still really has to be addressed. It's a really fun RC car. Handles well, runs well, drives well. Kids over there on the oval track. Flies better than I thought it would. Looks like the kids are walked over to this track now.
Power is really controllable on this RC car. That's what we're looking for. Bang that body up. See if this thing will get stuck. Nice rollover. Let's wait for the kid. It's a really tiny bike for that's a tiny kid. A lot of bikes up here again. Nice hard hit. Kids are coming over here, so I'm gonna move track. Oh. Rock got jammed in that left front tire or steering. I couldn't steer again. We'll get it on this table over here and see if we could take off the body. A couple hard crashes, a lot of rocks, but I'm trying to recreate what I did the first time, running all the tracks, wait for the battery to go low before I cut the video. This rock, like I keep telling everybody, this dirt, it's sand. It's see if I can find usually the soft spot is right here. I'll pick up a handful of this stuff so you guys can see what I'm talking about. See, this isn't dirt. This is literally, this is sand. rock. You can see the different size rocks in here, all different sizes. This is sand. It's not like farmer's dirt. It's not like a dirt road. Somebody made a kicker right here. Kind of destroyed this jump. They destroyed the jump right here. I do notice the tires. I don't know if I'm just getting used to the tires, but I feel like I'm starting to get more grip now. Because the first time I ran here, I truly had no grip with these tires. But it could be that they just had a bunch of release agent on them and they just weren't broke in yet. Oh, here comes a kid. They're following me. Oh. Lost steering for a second. Oh, on the roof. You can hear the sand rolling around in there. It's got the O-ring and the washer on it. Hopefully I don't have to take a 3-pound hammer and a punch to get it off again. Oh, kid. Oh, wow. Think he wants to play with it? Let's ask. You following me to watch it?
He's so interested.
Yep, you want to play with it? Yeah, here.
How do you say, my love? How do you say it?
You're welcome. Here, let me
Sorry,
easy.
sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna see if I can turn down the power. Let's see, steering. Try that.
Okay, gentle, littlecito, gentle. Oh, yeah.
He's not gonna hurt it.
Oh, no?
You can't see it now. It's gone.
Oh.
You gotta walk over there and go look now.
It's like the plastic, very hard plastic.
They're pretty resilient. You can run into stuff, roll them, crash them. It's not gonna break.
Okay.
Yes. These are designed for kids,
Oh, really?
so I'm testing it to see if it's strong enough.
Ooh, air, this way.
So the other thing is the steering wheel, because you're only using the throttle. This thing, you can turn the RC, so it backs up too. So if you look, this will turn it. So this, barely touch it, and then you can turn it, you see?
Oh.
So use this one to turn with your other hand. Yep, like that. And then you put this one and barely touch it. Don't touch it hard, just barely.
This fast,
Poquito.
Stop, Nana. Despacio, corazón, despacio, air. Now, with this one, this thing, you're doing it, you're pressing it too hard. You have to just stop it.
But you need to steer it too. You got to have your hand on. Yeah, if you want to do it that way, you can.
Oh, my goodness, sorry. What did you say? Say thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
gonna break.
We'll have to get you a smaller one and practice.
Say thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I remember what it's like.
Yeah. Now, how long you been driving those?
About 30 years. Yep, since I was about his age. Yep.
You're like a passionate.
I do reviews on them, show people what they're about. That's why I got cameras going. I have a YouTube channel,
Oh, nice.
so I film them. This one just came out a couple days ago, so we're reviewing it.
Oh,
So if it can handle a kid, it can handle anybody.
how much is something like that?
They're $4.99.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those are big, big cars.
Yes.
We're gonna stick to the Hot Wheels for now.
Yes. They have cheaper ones, but
Oh, really?
yeah. You can get in for about $150.
It's like waterproof and everything too? or-
Water resistant. They can't go like in water, but they can splash through water, that kind of stuff. Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Definitely fun.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I was like, the battery's dead. I forgot I turned it down. And that's why we have, ARRMA has those 50%. These are what I consider RC for kids. Maybe not kids that young, because it's probably, I don't know, 9 years on up, 11 years on up, something like that. But the kid will probably remember that for the rest of his life. So as you can see, I'm a little harder on it than I was the first time out here. Like I said, I was truly trying to just take it easy on the RC. I wasn't trying to beat the heck out of it. I was just trying to use it as a desert racer. So I'm gonna try pulling off the body. Let's see if it's stuck, because that's the real reason we're out here. And then I can swap out the battery and continue running if need be. Right off. No hesitation of sticking at all. So we're going to change out the battery pack. It didn't even try to stick. And I haven't drilled the holes. Like I said, I've got the rubber O-ring and washer on it. And the washer's the key because that's taking this circle and making it flat. I'm not trying to seal the dirt out of here. What I'm trying to do is cover this whole tapered area. That way, this taper on the post either should have been twice as large or should have been flat. So we're gonna get another battery pack in here real quick, and as you see, I brought another one fully charged, because the only way to know is to make a change and test. So we're gonna hit that little sand dirt oval as soon as the kids get out of there with a full pack, because I've already run both tracks. I've landed on the roof a lot, so that's pretty much hammering it in. And I don't even see dust or dirt even around here. I think the O-ring is keeping the dirt out, and I think the washer is stopping the body from locking in. And this way you don't have to drill a hole in your chassis. And like I said before, these washers, if you don't want to run the O-rings, they don't come out. But for $5, it's definitely better than drilling the chassis, in my opinion. I don't know if you saw my Super Baja Race $7 fix, but sometimes that's what you got to do for things that are creating some sort of issue. And I don't have to worry about fighting with any felt O-rings or any of that stuff. See, the body goes right on. Oh, I guess I should, look, it slips right on and off. I should turn the power on. And you don't have to worry about it sticking anymore. You don't have to worry about a fire or anything, hopefully. We're going to continue to test this, run this in this sand, and make sure that this fixed before I actually call it a fix. We got to test it and just keep testing it, because like I said, I was 2 battery packs in, grass and then dirt, and first time on dirt it locked in, but this body is stuck in here. No amount of force is getting this out. And if I had a lipo fire right now, I wouldn't be able to get this out. That came up. There we go. That popped loose. Look at this, 3-pound hammer and a punch. And it's still not all the way out. That one came out. This product needs to be tested. Shouldn't be sold to the public. Look at this. These things literally wedge themselves in like a post into these holes right here that are tapered. These things shouldn't be tapered like this. That creates a pocket for sand to pack itself through the run.
It's growing. Now the only question is, it's expansion foam, so it's growing pretty good now. This is kind of fun to watch.
I think we struck a Pepsi Reserve pocket.
Yeah, it's odd. I feel like we're in a bit of...
Get this battery put away. And I did add the rest of the shims for the shocks that were in the bag. I put all 4 of them on the rear of this RC because the rear was sagging. And now it does feel better. It jumps better. It's not bottoming out. Maybe that's why I got better traction now. I don't know, but I did add the rest of the shims to the bottom or the back of this RC, and it seems to be landing better. It's not slapping the back anymore. Oh. I literally got off the track because I saw a mountain biker, and then he rode straight at me. Let's roll it over. See if that body jams in there. I'm not trying to send it 50 feet in the air. Just trying to duplicate the conditions of where my body got so stuck that I had to take a punch and a hammer. So far, so good. And I could tell a difference just by adding the washer, setting the body on and off. I think it has a lot to do with the length of the body post. I think it's too long. I think shortening it up made a huge difference without cutting it. And definitely getting rid of that taper, because the taper and the hole, like I said, is what's causing it to grind on the rocks and it's like mixing cement, and it will eventually lock there. Now, if the taper just wasn't on the post and there wasn't a funnel going in the chassis, this problem would have never happened. I think ARRMA was trying to get rid of or make the body nice and tight, make everything locked together, and it created an issue. But even if something gets below it, it's not going to grind on the wedge, on that taper, on that post. It just, you know, because the body is shaking up and down, but it's just not going to grind. You ever see one of them chili bowls, the stone with how they grind up chili?
My molcajete, actually my pig-shaped molcajete. First, add 2 garlic cloves and start pressing down with your rock to start breaking down your ingredient.
That's exactly what that taper is, the grind handle, and the bowl is the funnel on the chassis. That's what ARRMA created. The chili mix-in bowl or grind-up bowl, it's all made out of stone, and that's exactly what this post did, and the bowl, the pocket they designed for this. So, oh, look, lost steering to the right. I have, you hear the steering. No steering right now. I lost steering. It feels like the servo saver stripped. Yep, it was stuck. The servo saver was stuck to one side because of that sand. Wow. And I pulled it back and you felt the servo saver give out. So that servo saver is even collecting a bunch of sand, creating an issue. That was stuck. Man, ARRMA, why did you create a hole and allow all the front tires to kick in all this rock and gravel onto the steering servo and onto these body posts? I still believe there should be a chassis design change. I believe that those cutouts, and it's not like it's for the rod, they literally low cut the chassis I think to keep the rocks out of there, because they were jamming in before and they had no place to go. Even putting the hole at the bottom, big rocks would get in there and you'd have to take the body off, and people were complaining about it. So they low cut the chassis there, hoping the rocks would just fall back out. But now it's allowing all this sand and grit to get into your steering. But I felt that servo saver was stuck. It was stuck to one side. Let's do it at the table. Hopefully it'll be quieter than at my car. Be off again. What do you guys think? You think it's locked up still? Or you think it's fixed now? See if it's locked up or fixed now. I don't know. We'll have to keep testing it. I'm not 100% convinced yet, but we'll keep running it and see if the flat washer and O-ring fixed it. But I can tell you, it feels a lot better. Doesn't seem to be gritty putting it on and taking it off. So time will tell on that. Run some more battery packs through this and see what happens. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. There's all kinds of stuff jammed up in this steering. Body seems easier to put on now too.